Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take things further by enforcing conditional access using MFA. So a lot of people turn on MFA, but they don't actually enforce it properly. So in this lab, I'm going to show you how to enforce MFA the right way using conditional access. So up to this point, we've built out our compliance policies in group-based targeting. Now we're going to level up and focus on identity security, which is one of the most important part of cloud security. So first thing we're going to do is going to go to our Entra Admin Center. We're going to go to policies and we're going to create a new policy. So we want this policy to target the employees security group. So we're going to name this policy here. Enforce MFA for all employees. Under users, we're not going to select all users. Instead, we're going to select the employee group. From here, instead of all users, we're going to select the employees group. And also, as you're creating conditional access policies, always remember to exclude your admin account because you don't want to lock yourself out. So admin account is under this security group. And this is super important. Like I said, you don't want to lock yourself out. So as you can see here, we exclude our admin account is under the security group, and we include all employees. We're not including all users, but we're including all the employees into that specific security group. So under target resources, we want to target all cloud apps. This is to ensure that MFA is enforced across everything, just like in a real enterprise setup. Now we're gonna turn on MFA. We're gonna require Multi-Factor Authentication. Select yes. Now this part is huge. For conditions, we're gonna go to our conditions section. We're gonna look for client apps. We're going to configure it. So what we're doing here is we blocking legacy authentication because legacy authentication is a major security risk. So blocking this, so this is something you'd see in a real environment. So we're going to block legacy authentication. We're going to take these two off because we do want our browser and mobile apps to work. Because if you do include these two, you'll get locked out of your account. We're just selecting the Exchange Active Sync clients and other clients. Hit done. And then once everything is configured, we're going to turn this policy on. If you want to be safe and you're not sure if you're just working with conditional access policy for the first time, I will test using the report only mode. But for here, I'll go ahead and create the policy. Now that our policy has been created, we're going to go ahead and test. So if you want to make sure your policy has been created, we can refresh this and you'll see the policy listed here. Oh, there it is. So a policy has been created and it's on. Now we're going to go and test this. So we're going to test using one of the users from the SG employees group. So if everything's working, you should be prompted for MFA. If MFA is not set up, the user will be forced to enroll. So now I'll assign in with a test user and we'll see what we get. So in our testing device, we're going to signing in using this test user. See, I did get a prompt for MFA, which means that my policy is working. So now what this tells us, this device is in a non-compliant state, so access is being blocked, which means conditional access is working. If you've been following along, remember that we had created a policy that if a device is in a non-compliant state, it should block access. Now we're going to test using our admin account. So now our admin account is having us MFA. Now, if you notice here, my admin account forced me to MFA. The reason that even though I excluded from the group, the reason that is because there's another policy in my environment that's still on, so it is still forcing me to MFA. So this is actually real enterprise behavior. So think of conditional access policy like layer security. So if any policy says to MFA, then MFA is going to happen because policies don't write each other. They don't override each other, they're stacked. So nothing is broken. This means that my environment is working properly. So in a real environment, turning on MFA is not enough. You need conditional access policies to enforce it properly. And you should never apply policies to all users without thinking about exclusion. As you can see here, in every policy I created, I always exclude my admin account. And that's pretty much how you enforce MFA in a real-world Azure environment. Next lab, we're going to go deeper into identity protection. So if you guys found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.